Hi, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Bastian Weekly, your source for news on roles, recruitment, supply chain, and technology. So a couple of roles I wanted to mention today. We've got a sales director role for a European headquartered ocean freight forwarding company looking to set up operations here in Australia. Role is based in Melbourne. Ideally, candidates got a background in ocean freight forwarding, sales, and business development. It will be a bit of a startup environment, so someone who's comfortable working with a little bit of ambiguity and on their own to start. If this sounds like you, give us a call, send us an email, get in touch. We have a sales director role for a supply chain advisory company, global supply chain advisory company, apologies. The role is based in Auckland in New Zealand. So again, if you've got a background in sales in contract logistics or consulting, this could be a great opportunity for you. We've got a head of Southeast Asia role based in Singapore. The company is a growing cold chain warehousing provider with some interesting sustainability technology to allow for a net zero emission on their specific facilities that run the cold chain service. So if you've got P&L experience around running multiple sites, good customer facing skills, and a background in cold chain logistics, this could be a great and exciting role for you. We've got a program director role in construction based in KL. The company is a global supply chain advisory business that is working with the local Malay government around a new food and produce processing site in JB in Johor Bahru. So if you've got a background in program management, you speak Bahasa, and you are experienced in developing commercial or industrial buildings, this could be a great role for you. And the last one is a role based in Sydney. It is a senior director in supply chain consulting, a global supply chain advisory business looking to bring in a geo leader for their Sydney supply chain office. So if you've got a background in management consulting, a broad generalist background in supply chain, and you are a great people leader, this could be a great role for you. So those are the roles I wanted to mention today. A couple things in terms of recruitment. Job ads are growing, which is great. And the demand for perm roles is stabilizing. So there's some early signs that the market is returning to a positive position, which is great. And then the big news that's come out at the end of last week was the migration reform designed to cut through some of the red tape and attract global talent is becoming more of a reality. There still are analysts are still concerned around what some of the devil in the detail and what that's going to mean in terms of actually getting visas processed for migrants and top talent looking to move to here to Australia. But I have a number of clients who would be very excited about this news and lots of candidates who are overseas who see Australia as a destination market. So some exciting news. Obviously, it's going to take a while for this reform to get finalized in terms of policy and then obviously implemented. But hopefully there's some light at the end of the tunnel for those migrants who want to move here to Australia. Just a couple of things on the supply chain and tech side. I saw a recent report yesterday from Resilink about their Q1 2023 shows supply chains are still going through a huge amount of disruption. They reported about 4,000 disruptions in Q1 this calendar year. Primary causes were labor, extreme weather, and supply shortages. So although we're not in a pandemic environment, we're still experiencing a number of disruptions across the supply chain. And then the other one I want to just quickly mention was at the end of April, DHL held its first Aero Sustainable Logistics Summit in Valencia, Spain, and reports are coming out of that summit where there was some really interesting initiatives and some go forwards that were quite exciting. So I thought I'd just mention that too. So that's all we've got here today for our Bastian Weekly. If you have any questions or concerns, give us a call, shoot us an email. Otherwise, leave your comments in the comment section below, and we'll see you next week. Take care, guys. See ya.